Well, are you looking for a waist pack, also known as a fanny pack, chest pack, over the shoulder bag, organizer pouch, you guys can see, and then your little, or external attachment to add extra storage to your LV18 backpack, and now it's lashed onto the back of the bag. Well, then you're in the right place, because we're taking a look today at this 511 LV6. This is from their low vis, that's what LV stands for, low vis line that they recently dropped here in 2019. They have several different packs. We've done the LV10, we've done the LV18, and now we're doing the LV6 for you so that you guys can see what this little add-on has to offer. Why would you pick this up? What are the pros? What are the cons? What are the drawbacks? What could it do for you? Because how this is designed is supposedly to be able to do all the things I just listed to you and carry not only your gear and supplies that you may want to organize, but also a firearm. I have my Glock 19 in here right now. That's about the max size that I would go with, a compact pistol, 4-inch, barrel length, around 15 rounds for a 9. That would be about the max for me that I would carry in here. There's not much more space. This will not hold a full size 1911 or something like that. But this idea of giving you options on how to conceal carry your firearm or just carry your gear in general if you want something really slim, really sleek with lots of different attachment points. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and break it down. I'm going to show you how it attaches to the backpack. Also, we did already kind of touch on it a little bit in that backpack video, but we're going to go through all of it with you today on the LV6. All right, so I'm going to bounce through the pouch itself, and then we'll talk attachment options, and near the end of the video we'll talk about how it mounts to the backpack in case you've already seen that backpack video. Now, when I am filming this, you can't actually find this on the 511 website. They should have it up, but it's not even, you can't even search it right now. They said they're completely sold out. It's pretty popular. I have found it on a couple websites like Optics Planet. This normally goes for $40. They said they'll have a new shipment in, 511 will, around October. So just stay tuned to that. We will have links for you guys over the 511 website so you can check out all their gear. And I'll try and include that link over to Optics Planet, anywhere else that I can find it. But $40 is the average going rate for this. We do appreciate when you guys use the hyperlinks. I did go out and purchase this myself over to 511, as well as all the other gear, sites and things that we offer to you. We just really appreciate when you use those for all your purchasing decisions. Now, they're going to have this in the 3 different colors that go with the whole LV line right now, in the midnight blue, which is like a navy. They have black, and then they have this tarmac, so you can match, and color coordinate whatever you would like. This has a 3-liter capacity. It's 0.7 pounds or 183 cubic inches, with 4 ways to help you basically attach and mount. I'm sure you can even probably come up with some other ones. So also made out of the, I believe, 840 denier nylon with water coating to help fight with water, prevention when water gets on it. Now it has one of those little tuckable 511 tags again. On the back here, we got a nice breathable mesh, kind of helps it breathe if it's up against your chest or body in different ways. 2 little Velcro attachments there, and then a big stuff area that you can get slim items that you might want quick access to. Then you have your main compartment right here, YKK zippers with double run zippers. So depending on your righty or lefty, whichever way you're having it mounted, cross drawing, whatever you may be doing, those are nice and run really smooth. You got your Velcro panel wall. This is a VanQuest attachment point right there for your pistol. And then you have 3 little mesh dividers in there, you guys can see, and then your little key keeper. Then we have on the front here the little flap that kind of covers the other zipper that has a different pull tab so you don't get them mixed up. 1 zipper, and then that's just a dump pouch. Then you got your compression straps on either side that kind of tuck away, really cinch it down. So this is why I love you guys. You guys help me out as a gear reviewer just as much as I doing the videos hopefully help you guys out. A viewer pointed out in the other LV18 video that, hey dude, there's a separate pocket that you didn't mention, and I was like, what are you talking about? And I began to mess around, and I've messed with and used this bag consistently now for a couple months, as my CCW carry when I'm out in the woods, and I didn't even realize that there's this hidden stuff pocket behind the main firearm compartment and before this little mesh compartment back here that we just saw. That is the full size of the pouch. So I mean, I can easily get my phone in there, slide that in, then full strip of Velcro. You wouldn't even know that that compartment was there. So very secure to be able to keep slim items. I'm thinking phone, wallet, that type of stuff in that little Velcroed hidden pocket. The thing that I will say before we get to the mounting is, as I said earlier, about compact or subcompact is about what you will want to be able to fit inside this firearm. And what I found was that my only kind of critique with the design is that I really wish that they put these dividers and the key keeper in the front pocket. Now this has plenty of space to be able to carry a couple magazines, double stack magazines for a compact or, subcompact, depending on what firearm you're doing. But every once in a while when I would dive in there, and I did a lot of practice, just to kind of get a good feel for my draw, if I'm going to carry this when I'm hiking, I want to be pretty fast on the draw. And every once in a while it would catch inside those little stuff pockets, those mesh pockets, one of my fingers while I'm going for the gun, and just add another half a second to me pulling out the firearm. So it's just something to be aware of. I think that it would have been better to have the organization on the outside. It's still good to have that organization, particularly if you're not carrying it as a firearm and holder and using something else. But that is something that I did notice. It's not like drastically slower, and if you just do a lot of practice, it should be fine. But that's something that I think it would have been better just to have an empty pocket here and organization in the front. Now, what really sells this organizer for me as a CCW way to transport your firearm is the plethora of attachments. Now, I have a direct action fanny pack. It's a fanny pack though. It's good. It's even a little bit bigger. It doesn't have quite as much of the busyness as the LV does to catch your hand. A little less organization, but you can only carry that really as either just over the shoulder, and then even then it has no stabilizers, no nothing else, or just as your go-to fanny pack. This you can attach to all sorts of other gear. It comes with a stabilizer. These two straps that you see it comes with. So you're gonna get this little quick release stabilizer strap that is completely removable. They're all completely removable, or this kind of thicker over the neck or over the shoulder strap, or as the main fanny pack attachment. Now what's really cool is that if you completely dump the straps, you've got these 4 loops right here. So that you can run this through Pal's webbing if you want to, and you have MOLLE attachments. What I did on one occasion was I hiked with it and ran my sternum strap through these right here. That worked really well. The only downside is that it's just swinging by 2. Now you could use this as a secondary stabilizer around your midriff and kind of keep it from bouncing, and that's an option that you could absolutely do. That was one way that I carried it, so you could absolutely carry it like as a chest rig through a sternum strap and dump the extra attachments. I carried it over the shoulder, off to the right, or off to the left because I'm a righty, so doing a cross draw. I carried it a lot as basically a fanny pack without any of the straps, because they come with these hopefully you guys can see this, these C-clip removable attachments right here. So I was able to completely unfeed them. They can go on the sides as well as the top. So they're on the top now. I can adjust them and move them over here to the sides if I want to. And then I would dump all the extra straps and run my waist belt on my backpack straight through these little C-clips right on the front. So it's actually like my waist belt on my backpack acts as the fanny pack straps. So now, boom, that's right in front of me. I can go off to the side. I can do it on a shoulder strap and run it vertical versus horizontal. You can do it as kind of a really upfront tight shoulder rig. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can carry the backpack the pack that just make it so modular, so modular. If you can come up with it and you like a certain way, then I mean you can do it. Now for me personally, what I found was the quickest on the draw and the best way that I like to carry it, for me, the two ways was either as over the shoulder front sling bag. So it was off at like my maybe 10 a.m. Position. Then I could cross draw. You have the shoulder strap over my neck and shoulder, and then the stabilizer kind of going through my backpack, and it didn't cause any problems. That is a really great way if you don't want to actually attach to your waist strap. The other way is to attach it to your waist strap on your backpack, particularly if you have a larger backpack. And those are my 2 favorite ways to use this and mount it, and it gives me way more versatility than just a standard CCW fanny pack like we just looked at. Now let's take a look and see also how does it play into possibly working on the LV18 backpack from this same series. So this is designed to either do what I just said, backpacks or whatever, or to attach your LV6. Now, what this is, like, the idea is you put this on the back just like that, and now it's lashed onto the back of the bag. Now, what I thought originally, because there are back attachments, that you would slide those through, have full access to the zippers, and be able to access your firearm. So this would be kind of like a secondary way to carry a firearm. Have the shoulder strap or the sternum strap attachments inside the bag. You disconnect this thing real quick, throw it on your shoulder on the front, keep going with your backpack, or put it on your waist as a fanny pack. You got your firearm, you're ready to rock and roll. Not quite. The idea isn't executed quite that way. You basically have to have these straps in front and running through the loops that they offer to keep it all nice and snug and in a low profile. If you just run it through on the back side, what I found was that this pack pouch right here just tends to flap. It's really loosey-goosey, doesn't give a good streamlined feel, and it constantly is kind of bouncing, particularly if you have weight like a firearm in there or something like that, a med kit, whatever, and it's not streamlined, it doesn't quite attach like it should unless you run the straps in front of all the compartments. Now I can't get to my firearm. Now I can't get to really anything inside a med kit, whatever it may be, without disconnecting and running them through and then taking the bag off and getting access to it. So there you have it, guys. As a standalone pack, or just as like a dump organizer that you're just gonna throw into your backpack or whatever, then sure, it's awesome, and I think it has a lot of capability. Attaching it to the LV18 and using it regularly just didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me and how I want to use the bag. But I think that what sells it for me is the price point to all of the capability. And as long as you're going with subcompact or compact pistols, or just organization stuff, you're just wanting like a low profile fanny pack that you can also carry it over your shoulder kind of stuff, then I mean, I think it has a lot to offer. It does have some drawbacks, as we have seen with some of the aspects that we've hit with you today. So the positive though is that compared to maybe like a designated chest rig from, say, I've reviewed these in the past, the Hill people. Now those are USA made, great quality, awesome stuff. But I mean, you're going to invest $100 and you may end up going, I don't really like want, it's not what I was looking for. Well, this at least gives you some other options, or ultimately, if it doesn't quite fit the needs, it was $40, not like 100. So things to consider, things to think about. That, am I saying like go buy it? No, you got to decide. But I think it does have certain aspects that you will see in other videos and different things down the line, just because of so many different ways that I can attach it, and it can carry the pistols that I regularly conceal carry. So guys, I hope that this video has been entertaining, informative, and helped you just make those wise choices. That's what we always want to do here with these types of videos. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media, throwing up stuff there all the time. Feel free to ask questions, leave comments, and hit that other video popping up. Check out the rest of the LV line if you haven't already, and see the other videos that we've done. I really like what 511 is doing and where they're going with this design and this series. So always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.